Breaking this morning. John Bolton's house has been raided by the FBI. Yes, that John Bolton, the former national security advisor, famous for his mustache and his not-so-friendly breakup with Donald Trump. Now here's where it gets unusual. This breaking story wasn't first picked up by CNN, NBC, or even Fox. Nope. The original scoop came from a man who runs, wait for it, a dog show on Substack. That's right. His name? Benjamin Wittes, the proud owner of Dogshirt Daily. And according to him, he was right there, phone in hand, when the FBI rolled up. Which means America learned about a federal raid not from the press pool, not from government leaks, but from a man whose brand is checks, notes, dogs, and shirts. Now, before I say too much, let's roll a clip from Benjamin Wittes himself, the independent press guy who somehow scooped every major news outlet from the front seat of his car. Watch this video.
Executing a search warrant. I'm not. Hey, folks. I am here on Fernwood Road in Bethesda, Maryland, where I believe the FBI is conducting executing a search warrant. I'm not sure exactly what is happening, but I believe there is a search going on at the home of John Bolton. The street, as you'll see, is sealed off by the Montgomery County Police, who have informed me that they are here in support of FBI activity. The FBI activity appears to be directly in front of the house that I believe to be owned by John Bolton, the former national security advisor. This is consistent with the FBI's normal practice of executing search warrants early in the morning. Let me give you everything I know about this action. Number one, of course, John Bolton was the national security advisor during the first Trump administration for a period of, 17, 18 months. It was tumultuous. And as you will recall, after his departure, he wrote a scathing book about Trump and has been a fierce Trump critic ever since. The book, and I'm doing this from memory, so if some of the details are wrong, please forgive me. The book was submitted to pre-publication review, but it was submitted to pre-publication review only after and then publication review dragged on forever, and Bolton felt that there was they were trying to silence him and stifle criticism. I believe it had to go through pre-pub twice. Once it was cleared, and then the second time there was supposed classified material found in it. He went ahead and published anyway, and the administration launched a criminal investigation. That criminal investigation ended, as far as I can tell, when the Biden administration came in. And according to a very cursory survey, the statute of limitations for any charges related to that book, which was published in 2020, would be expiring very soon. So here is my very loose hypothesis as to what is going on here. And I can't get any closer than this. As you can see, I'm standing at the police line. There is no other press here. And So here is what I think is happening, which is that among the national security officials who uh, Trump really has a bee in his bonnet to get, most of them, as I have explained in my columns, have really zero criminal exposure. And it really takes an act of paranoid fantasy to think you're going to indict John Brennan, or you. So you can see there a guy in an FBI jacket up there. I can't zoom in any further, but this is definitely an FBI operation, not these cars with notwithstanding a Montgomery County police operation. And so we've got at least 3 FBI vehicles there, as well as there may be more.
If you want to see more of that video from the early morning raid, go hang out with Dogshirt Daily on Substack, because apparently that's where breaking news lives now. But on a more serious note, it is already code blue in America, if you haven't already known. At sunrise in Bethesda, the FBI came knocking on John Bolton's door. You know, the former national security advisor who once carried Trump's playbook, then decided to publish his own. The official reason? A national security investigation. The unofficial one? Trump's enemies list now comes with a zip code and HOA fees. Can you believe it? Right in the middle of this raid, our president jumps on Truth Social to praise the FBI. Yep, the same guy who threw a tantrum and trashed the bureau when they showed up at Mar-a-Lago, now clapping for the agents willing to do his dirty work. Talk about selective outrage with a side of hypocrisy. Kash Patel, running the FBI these days, says it's accountability. Dan Bongino echoed him like the hype man at a political concert. But critics say this isn't about justice, it's about Trump turning federal agents into his own campaign roadies. Meanwhile, Bolton stayed silent, but his Twitter kept posting about Russia like, "Excuse me, gentlemen, raid all you want. I'm still a global affairs guy." Bottom line, when the FBI starts looking less like investigators and more like bouncers for a political club, democracy isn't just shaky, it's wobbling like jello at a church picnic. That's the cold truth on Code Blue in America, only on OGM News. I am Dami. See you again soon. Safe.
All right, friends, here's the deal. We need your support to level up our game. How can you help? Simple. Like, share, and drop a comment. Shower us with your love, your applause, or even your brutally honest displeasure. We can take it, we promise. Your feedback fuels us, even if it stings a little. And before you dash off, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us everywhere: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Heck, if you're feeling retro, send us a carrier pigeon or a smoke signal. Stay awesome, stay witty, and we'll see you next time.